Statewide, case deaths are down over 90% in the last 5 months. All of this is great news, but here's the deal. For all the progress we made as a country, hospitalizations and deaths are down drastically in places where people are getting vaccinated. The data couldn't be clearer. If you're vaccinated, you're safe. And unvaccinated people are incredibly vulnerable. This is a serious concern with what experts call the Delta variant. It is not only, according to the CDC, between 10 and 20% of all cases in the last 2 weeks have been the Delta variant. If you've gotten your first shot, make sure you get your second one to be fully protected. It's a big deal. And if you're not vaccinated, don't put it off any longer. Just do it. Just do it.
Nigga said they're real aggressive. All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, No, we can't live here. You know, as you can see, as time goes on, the condition of this place is getting worse and worse. You know, the morality is that there's no more. It tells you we're in the land of darkness without any order. You know, these draconian laws has been passed more and more. It's to the point now where you got to get that thing, you know, so you can go into these different establishments, you know, to do business. You know, we are in the land of traffic, you know, and as you can see now, as being in the truth, you know, light, we're being enlightened, you know, by the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shah, we realize this is death, man. You know, being on the shadow of the so-called white man, especially here in America, being in this system, it's death. So hell no, we can't live here, man. Matter of fact, let's start out with this in the book of Micah 2. Micah 2 and 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart." See? So we now standing up on our feet, and we are departing from this place in the mind. And it's ultimately going to grow till the Lord, we're going to actually physically depart when our Lord Yahweh shall return and deliver His elect, man. But the departing starts now by the way of not being a part of this man in the mind. You know, bind on the philosophies that he brings forth. Anything that he puts forth, you bind on it. We ain't on that. We are, matter of fact, let's get some. Just going back to depart. This is Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah 51. And I just get to the point. Verse 9 said, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not here." See? That's why you got stimulus checks. This nigga signed the rescue plan. They got that saying, "Make America great again." So they even acknowledging that there are, is not what they was before. They have been deteriorating. They have been decaying over time, you know. So why you trying to stay in a house when the roof leaking? You know, when the foundation is broken. It says, "Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country." And you actually got nations doing that, but we doing that in the spirit. We returning to our heritage. See, we don't think like an American no more. You know, the things that make these people cry, move them, it don't affect us. But we're going to our own country in the spirit by returning to our heritage. Not believing in what the so-called white man pushed forth. And you see the steps of that even being made more manifest by the way it is that thing. You know, that's the first. That's part of you worshiping the image of the beast when you stand in line to take that jab. You know. But like I said, we doing it in the spirit, going to our own country. It says, for her judgment reaching unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. See? So let's go back to Micah 2. Micah chapter 2 and 10. It says, arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest. See, this is not where we supposed to settle here. We don't supposed to settle here in America, man. You know? This is temporary. This is not this is temporary, man. This is something that we don't supposed to lay our head at. This is just like I said, a shadow. So we can know what wickedness is. This is not a perpetual kingdom. It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And it starts by the mind first. Because once your mind gone, everything else gonna follow, man. Where the head go, the ass follow. So you bugged out, it's gonna play out through your actions. And the result is somehow you died in a shootout. Because you was involved in America. You pretty much made your bed here. And ultimately you died. But it started by a mindset, a doctrine, an ideology, you know, was pushed forth here. Oh, even you take the jab. You thought that the so-called white man was here and will benefit you. But what's going to be the results? It was a side effect. Now you had a seizure and you died. You know, why? Because you made your bed here, man. So no, we can't stay in this place because ultimately we'll die. Matter of fact, is that I think that's Proverbs 7. Bear with me. Proverbs chapter 7. Proverbs 7 and verse 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore. See? Because when you go into it, matter of fact, let's see. Proverbs 7, I start at 21. With her much fair speech, she calls him to yield. See? With the things America puts forth, it tells you her flattering words, dealing with the things that this place present unto you. You know, the so-called glitz and glamour nigga got a couple stacks, racks on racks. You can see the women or the cars, and you know. And they say this is how you get it. That's why niggas sell drugs. He in the studio, he on the basketball court, or he working out, lifting weights, trying to get on the field again. You know, it said with the flattery of her lips, she forced him. See, because you being enticed by America, now you literally chasing the bag, so to speak. You know, he go up after her, see, straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter. So, because that's what it ultimately leads to, death. You being led to the slaughterhouse, or as the fool to the corrections of the stars. And the corrections of the stars is once you in that path, once you enter those gates, ain't no turning back, ain't no turning left, turning right. You're going to be led to the slaughter, man. You know, and that correction of the stars, I mean, it's barriers on both sides. You know, and the only thing you can do is just keep going forward. Till you die. You know, it says till a dart strike through his liver. See, and that's ultimately going to be the results. That dart is the missiles, man, and those are the ones that have made their bed here. Oh, it tells you one to the world and them that dwell therein. It's not because you on the planet Earth in this time. No, it's because you have the same mindset of this world. You hang your hat here. That's one of the words for dwell is hang your hat. Meaning what? You here. You have made your bed here. You settled here. You know? That's one of those words for dwell. Or also another word is the ones of the same mindset. But that's who that dart is for. It says, as a bird hasteth to the snare. See, the bird actually is hastening to the snare. And knoweth not that it is for his life. See, so the things that these people trust in and believe that the so-called white man bring forth anything America presents as relief or something that's beneficial. They don't know it's for their life, man. How much more that jab? Nigga, and at the end of the clip, you seen Biden, he got a little aggressive, man. Nigga said, just do it. Like, his voice changed, you know. The demon came out on him. That nigga said, just do it. And it's going to get to the point, they're going to say, do it or else. Which that's the draconian law speaking. The dragon is speaking. It says, hearken unto me now therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. See this doctrine that's being conveyed by the prophets. The teachings of Yahushua. Why? Because these are words of life. This is the beginning stages of our rest right here. This is the beginning stages of the peace. And it's gonna grow into its perfection when our Lord returns. It says, let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her path. See? Because you downgrade when you go to America. For she have cast down many wounded, yet many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell. See? Going down to the chambers of death. See? So that's the result of staying here in America, or having that mindset of being content here. That you can't beat them, join them spirit. Cause that was Jake. They just looking for, a soft landing for their children. They already got in their mind they're gonna die here. They just trying to make sure their children have a soft landing here in America. What's the key thing? They know they're gonna still be here. They ain't hastening to escape from this place. They're not restless. They actually trying to rest here. They know they're going to die, and they trying to find the most comfortable way till they die. But the Lord, put a certain spirit on the elect to hasten to get out of here, man. And you seeing that line being drawn in the sand by us not trusting and leaning upon this man. Matter of fact, because we have to depart from the mind, but it's like I said, it's gonna grow physically. Even you not now you ain't in the you ain't standing in line for the jab. Yeah, you might have to still go to work here and now, do this and that, but it's a line being drawn in the sand. That's why Biden said, just do it. This is Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day. See, this is that time, that the remnant of Israel, which is the elect, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. See, it had to start from somewhere. Like I said, it starts by the way of us not trusting, not believing in these different philosophies that America presents. But now you're seeing the next step of that, not laying upon this man, not taking the jab, which is only going to intensify. Where, only you got to have that jab card. You got to have proof that you've been jabbed out to enter into these certain establishments, man. See that land that like I said, that line is being drawn in the sand now. Is that the point from her is growing, it's intensifying, like everything, like all the works of Yahweh Shemashah, it grows into its perfection, man. But it said, we shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. See, so this is what's upholding us. This is what's keeping us. Is this word. The knowledge of Yahweh Shemashah, not what the so-called white man presents. So hell no, we can't stay here, man. We can't. That's why we crying out to the Lord so he could finally overthrow this place, man. Because at the end of the day, we'll be dead. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of St. Matthew 24. St. Matthew chapter 24. St. Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Matter of fact, Salakia, 21. I started at 21. For then shall be great tribulation. See, and we in the beginning of the sorrows. See, it's gonna only get worse. It's gonna get to the point when the money crash, the chip gonna be mandated, famines, and that's the result of America. That's the end game for America. Death. That's why it's known as the Valley of Shadow of Death. It's gonna play out physically when these things take place, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. See, so this is gonna be the worst time in history, man. Ever. That's why ultimately the day of the Lord this time, it tells there's no more going to be said what the Lord did in Egypt or what the Lord did to America, man. This is going to be talked about forever, man. Knowing that we're in Babylon the Great, the most wickedest kingdom ever erected, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. This place ain't got long, man. Like I said, it's like you stand in a house where the roof leaking, the foundation is broken up. The pillars are falling apart. That's a sure sign to let you know, get the hell out the house. And that's what we doing spiritually, man. Because we see the downfall of this devil, man. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. See, so as you can see, no flesh shall be saved. Why? Because the sword is in power. Death himself. Or it tells you that he is as death. Oh, and if you ain't abiding by his rules, he's trying to kill you off, man. He's gonna starve you out, cut your water off, kick you out your homes. Why? Because you ain't worshiping the image. And that's the first part of the killing. Then he literally gonna throw you in the concentration camps, and now you lined up for a guillotine, man. So hell no, we can't stay here. Why? Because we see the downfall of this place. We see the desperation of this man. He's being more and more aggressive. Because he understands he know that he have but a short time. So matter of fact, I end off on this. Was that I think that's Job 8. Bear with me. Job chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, can the rush grow without mire? Can the flag grow without water? No. And that's what you're seeing now. Now the so-called white man has reached his height. He can't go no further. And now he's being dried up. See, it was a point in time the Lord did water him. The Lord did allow the so-called white man to prosper. But now that water is being taken away. He's not being strengthened no more. It said, while it's yet in his greenness and not cut down, it withereth before any other herb. See? It says, so are the paths of all that forget the Most High, and the hypocrite's hope shall perish. See? So, this man is his new world order, but even all the way down, trickle down to the regular people. America's not going to be here because their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, it actually involves America, man. You want to be a basketball player. Well, that means America got to still be here. You want to do this, you want to do that. Just some simple shit, American shit. You actually need America to be here. And let's just say you want to go to school overseas or whatever the case may be. Well, America is involved. You still got to speak English. You're going to see somebody in a 3-piece suit. That's all America, man, which is the so-called white man and his beast system, man. But it's going to perish. Because at the end of the day, there's a point in time where this man's going to be overthrown. It says, whose hope shall be cut off, and whose trust shall be a spider's web. See? He shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. He shall hold it fast, but it shall not endure. See, it's going to slip right through his fingers, man. This house he built, this empire, this reign of terror is gonna all kind of not. The Lord's gonna pull the rug from these people, man. Starting these elite, and it's gonna actually trickle down to the people, man. See, these elites understand the condition that power seat is. See, these regular old people, these Americans, they don't know, man. They're just like if you pass out. You ain't know you passed out till you woke up and somebody told you. Well, that's what's going to take place when all hell break loose. They're going to realize that America was finished years ago. Oh, that's why it tells you also the worms cover thee. When you been covered by worms, that means you been dead for a minute. You got maggots and shit already covered. You all covered with them maggots. That means you been dead for a minute. But these people don't realize that till it happens. So hell no, we can't steal, because why? This place is on the way out, man. So yeah, Akim, I just hope to edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash. I like to give double honors to the Apostle Elders, Great Millstone. I'd like to say shalom to the elect that teach the word in our true faith and sincerity.